in vampiric ambience into
Hey everybody, welcome to Citadel the Unseen Sun, episode 5. We started, we teased at it last session, but we are digging into episode 5, City of Decadence. When last we left off, there was a crashed caravan, a carriage on the side of the road. You guys helped one of the prisoners, the only surviving prisoner, out, and also helped the driver out. And you were moving on your way to Nov Ostoya to find the Night Seer Sage. Everybody remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I remember.
Figuring out how to get
Somewhat.
All right. So, as you approach, the walls of Nov Ostoya rise up before you, 50 feet of stone shadowed by the everlasting darkness engulfing the region. Bones and torches dot the walkway along the top of the walls, illuminating the guards who keep watch over the city's defenses. Circular filigree snakes up the stone and thin windows intended for archers. The thin windows intended for archers, they sit empty and unused. A short distance outside the wall, the roads and fields are filled with wagons, with what looks like to be impatient travelers. You see Nov Ostoyan guards mingling among them. But it's a busy scene. You guys know that there are a few gates, one main gate and some other smaller gates, and periodic places upon the wall, and of course the harbor, as well as sewer entrances and what have you, as far as getting into the city. What do you do on this dank, cold, rainy evening outside of Nov Ostoya?
Practice remembering to breathe. That's one thing I do.
Balxor like reiterates about it. Did we decide on how we were gonna go into the city? We were just gonna go through the front gate, maybe.
I don't believe it was through the front gate.
I don't.
Or do we want to use the secret entrance?
Thank you, Dondo.
We were kind of weighing our options a little bit to see like what would be best because it is the Festival of Tears right now. So we were thinking. I mean, it is possible to maybe get in through the front gates, but we were also looking at maybe taking one of the secret entrances.
Yeah, because if we can go, because if we go through the front gate, then for sure they're gonna know we're here. You know what I mean? For sure. But if we sneaky in through the secret entrance, then we might have a chance of not being known right away. Therefore, giving us a little bit of a surprise. Granted, I don't know how much surprise you're gonna get with a almost 6 foot tall half orc, but you know, hey.
Wait,
There's clearly a lot of travelers out here waiting to get in the front entrance. It must not be as simple as walking in.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly fond of being body searched before I enter a town. So, also speaking of,
Why don't we get closer to some of the guards who are walking around out here? They must be surveying people trying to get in. See what they're expecting.
We can maybe even just listen to some of the people milling around outside the gate to see what would keep them from getting in, because they're assuredly going to complain about it.
It's true.
I try to get closer to an interaction between the guards and some people.
Sure. You see some guards trying to calm, I use air quotes strongly, some of the people gathered outside the city. One guard places their hand on a merchant's arm in a reassuring manner, as another guard, a few paces over, strikes a trader over the head with a club, silencing any argument and leaving the trader crying on the ground. The hubbub seems to be no one is able to get in. There seems to be some sort of altercation at the gatehouse. That's what the people are talking amongst themselves about.
Does anybody elaborate on the altercation?
I mean, that's what you pick up just hearing people. If you want to question people, that's something else, but just eavesdropping, that's what you get.
Gotcha.
Can we see the front at all? Like the gate?
If you want to start walking among people, but there's no great stealthy approach.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't look like merchants for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that the sewer entrance might be a good idea around about now.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Sefris will lean into one of the people talking about the altercation and say, I heard somebody stabbed a guard.
I don't hear anybody got stabbed yet, but that's bound to happen with everything going on at the gate.
Is that why we're all being held up out here?
Of course it is. It's basically a siege.
Well, good luck to you.
Bye. Maybe it's best if none of us get in. I didn't want to come here anyway.
Then why are you here?
You have to go where the gold is.
Don't we all?
Hey, you don't need new boots, do you?
No. Not yet.
All right, you change your mind, you come find me.
Will do. Thank you.
Once Sefris steps away from this guy, I'll say, what if we just try the same trick that we used in Void? Or your court. Might bring us right in to the main area.
I don't know if that'll work.
Well, we don't know if anything will work. Everything's a gamble.
I feel like that's a bit of a bigger gamble.
True, that is definitely making an announcement.
Mm-hmm. I've no doubt from what we've heard that the eyes and ears of the walls are no doubt very attentive and very much likely to report back.
I agree. I don't necessarily want them to know I'm here yet. I think we should go for the sewer, to be honest. I do agree with that.
What's stopping you from letting them know that you're here? What you said yet?
I mean, I'm sure eventually they'll realize that we're here.
I mean,
because I don't want them to know everything that we do while we're here. As soon as they know that I am here, someone that has maybe raised a brow, then they're going to want to know everything I do or that I'm involved in. And I prefer to stay out from that kind of watchful eye for as long as possible.
we don't want to arouse suspicion yet, right? We've got things to do under the cover of darkness or light.
What things?
Well, we don't know yet. That's the problem.
Well, for one,
but I'm
help
sure
the family of that guard. If we want to help them at all, then that's not something that we would want to do.
Got some people to contact.
Yeah, but we might actually be able to get their freedom easier if you're part of the court.
Why are you so insistent on this?
I'm not insistent. I'm going through the positives of having authority in this place.
I'm also thinking of the negative of being affiliated with them.
I'm also not sure of how much authority just being a vampire would get you. These people, we've already seen it.
Got authority everywhere else.
Yeah, but not everywhere else had, not everywhere else is the capital.
Plus, the guy we talked to in Void is probably here. The Lord
Possibly.
Duke, whatever his name was.
Possibly.
Sefris and I dealt with in a remote conversation.
They are very likely here, and that's a card I mean we could potentially play if necessary, but I don't want to out the gate.
I see significantly more negatives coming from revealing ourselves this early in the game, so to speak.
I agree.
Because we're already on their board.
So, sewer?
Sewer.
Alright, sewer.
What was that guy selling before?
Oh, he was selling boots.
I'm going to walk over and purchase a brand new pair of shiny boots.
We will hook you up with a 50 silver pair of boots.
I can do that.
Those are some expensive boots.
Only the best in Nov Ostoya.
7, that goes 7. Ooh. Huzzah. Well, when you've walked through a sewer and you've got shit in your shoes, I'll be laughing.
I'm going to use magic to get rid of it, man, so don't worry about it.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
I'm a half-orc. I just don't give a fuck.
There's half-orcs that give a fuck.
I mean, I just personally don't give a fuck right at this very moment. It'll wash off.
Probably.
More than likely. I would like to say I think I've encountered worse so far on our journey than the sewer. I don't really wear much of anything today. So
Balxor has researched many a plague. He knows how this shit goes.
And 50 silver for a good pair of boots isn't that much when you think it's 50 gold for a set of leather armor.
Mm-hmm. Hell, I might as well just wear a bunch of boots on myself instead of wearing leather armor.
you could too. You could make that work. Oh my god.
Well, the leather armor is cured differently and stiffer and whatnot, but yeah.
I mean,
Well,
sure,
I
but
just-
like, I'm sure the soles of shoes are pretty stiff themselves, right?
Oh, yeah, they probably would.
So it'd be like wearing splint
With, like,
armor. Yeah.
With some leather wrapped around.
Yeah. We'll tie the shoelaces together.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll fashion myself a little leather chest plate.
So you bust open your map and you see the glowing entrance of a sewer tunnel off to the southwest from the main gate. That's nestled in some shadows.
Is there anything
All right then.
around the entrance of the sewer or anything blocking our way?
There's a sewer grate, and there's lots of various like reeds, tall reeds, and very questionable, oddly viscous water.
Oddly viscous water. Viscous.
That's a
Oddly.
stench.
Never should be in the same sentence.
And the smell is shit mixed with rot,
Hmm.
with a tinge
And
of
you wonder
something
why
sour.
I want to go through the front gate.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'd rather wade through shit than just die.
There is, however, no guards.
Yeah, I was gonna
Why
ask if
would
there
you
was anybody
die?
around, like
Yeah,
looking
that's
this
what I was about to
direction.
ask. Mhm.
How can they leave all of this unguarded?
I don't know.
Balxor will seal his nose.
Sefris stops practicing breathing.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can
Too
taste
nice.
it.
Hassa takes some of the cloth from the bottom of her already fairly tattered skirt and just rips off two little bits and shoves it up her nose. And she's like, all right, I'm ready.
I'm gonna slide down the cloth that's around my eyes. Just slide it down to my nose.
How big is the entrance above the water?
It's probably 4 feet above the waterline.
And is there some sort of like bars or covering, or is it just an open hole?
There is a grate over it. The grate looks very rusted, and it looks like the earthen material that makes the tunnel, the pipe, looks very loose and brittle around where it connects, at least to the top.
Can I carefully yank on that? Like, so as to not create a whole bunch of noise, but to kind of get a test for how much force I might need to use to pull it?
Give me a dexterity check.
No, that's not what I meant. Ignore that. I'm sorry. I hit the eyeball. I shouldn't have hit the eyeball.
No, you always wait until you make the roll to say whether or not you meant to do it. 'Cause that was a good roll. You should just take it.
No, because I can't lie. I can't do that. That's not cool. Like I can't.
It's not a lie. He meant for you to roll at that moment.
He did, but not
So
perception.
what I can do though is I can click the roll and go, oh, you rolled an 18 on the die. What is your dexterity modifier?
My
Right,
dexterity.
that's what I meant. Like,
Oh, well. My dexterity modifier is +3.
Yes, that's plenty. You're able to control your jiggle. This you're like a strong current would probably pull this thing out. It is just begging to fall out of this.
All right, then I would like to give it a strong yank, not to let it drop or anything like that, so it comes away with me, and to control I guess the sound of the pull as much as possible.
Okay, Give me an athletics with advantage.
Athletics with advantage. Alt or control? I'm sorry.
Alt.
Alt Cunningham.
The heck?
All right. Yeah, you're able to pull it out without any mishaps. The pipes material, that earthen material, just dusts as you pull it free, and you're able to set it down on the muck without. That's not going to make any noise. Maybe some reeds compressing might make some crunch, but not anything anybody any distance away is going to hear.
As we enter, when we're leaving, I would like to pick back up. I would like to pick back up the grate, kind of smooth over the reed, the mud and stuff like that, to make it look like nothing happened. And then try to put the grate back against as well as it can.
Give me
Just
a
to
survival
kind of
roll on clearing your tracks. Okay.
All right.
They look clear.
All right, and then yeah.
You wait for everybody to wade in and then try to pull it closed behind you.
Yep. Once everybody's done doing whatever they're doing outside the thing,
We'll establish that once everybody does that. What were you saying, Aegis?
I'm going to create a mini boat for myself with ice, make a little lip and some handholds so I don't slip off of it, and I'm going to go in that way. It's like a low to the
He's sewer surfing.
Like the amount of
I am sewer surfing.
The amount of solids that are going to start collecting on the bottom of that thing as they stick to the frozen thing. You're going to get a little ways. That's all I'm saying.
So I could have two instances of shape water up at a time. So the first one is the boat, and the second one, every couple of rounds, I'll just move the shit away.
I have an idea. I can create water. So can I just like make a nice layer of water on top?
Unfortunately, like you can make the water, but it's going to mix pretty quickly.
Just trying to like make this like less solid and more liquid.
I cast Blender.
Oh, that's not a smoothie I want.
No.
Okay.
All right, this is turned into like a kindergarten joke real fast.
I mean, I thought it was funny.
I didn't say it wasn't funny. It's just gross. That's why I said it's a kindergarten joke.
That's all I meant by that.
We're all giggling like a bunch of toddlers. Like he said, poop.
And
These shit-based shenanigans.
What's great is we said it without saying those words.
Exactly.
It's true.
That's what makes it mature.
Yeah, and then we giggle additionally because we did it so maturely.
his ice boat's not gonna have barnacles, it's gonna have dingles.
The dingleberry.
The SS Dingleberry.
Yep.
You guys have all
Long
of you
may
guys
she
have
live.
inspiration. I needed that laugh. Y'all have inspiration.
Yes. Thank you. Oh.
All right. The SS Dingle's on its maiden voyage. You go to
There's some kind of joke in there about a floater, and I can't really think of some.
You did it. You did it. Good job.
It was there. It was just floating there. You pull the grate back. You're like, okay, it's there. It's good. All right. You let go and you turn around, and then you hear that wet smack as it falls right out of its socket because there's nothing on the top to hold it there anymore. But it could have just fallen out anyway. You've covered your tracks.
Yeah. There we go. You know, I tried.
As long as
Faulty piping.
As long as Balxor's not leaking anywhere, you guys are fine.
Not today.
Not today.
Does
Today,
everybody-
my body is just a bit stiff.
Oh my.
Oh my. Does everybody have dark vision?
I
No.
have
Yes.
60 feet of dark
I cast
vision.
light.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
there's a light.
Are you sure you really want to see?
There's a light in the muck.
Some fine details of our
Balxor
surroundings.
will tinderbox.
W-
And,
once, once you get out of this outlet pipe, it becomes more of like a functioning sewer system, as in there are kind of very narrow footholds basically on either side of the flow as you're going, and in places it even seems to widen out to where you can actually walk over stuff and beyond.
No question.
Yeah, not crap. What's up?
Is there enough space that a foot could stand? Could I like crab walk? Okay, like spread my legs apart and like hobble on the narrow parts until it gets wider, or is it too wide apart for that? Can I not like?
You would be
Do you understand?
very slow going trying to walk like that, because it's
Very-
slippery and slick too. So that would be some dex checks, and dex saves, and maybe you
I just
take a
needed to give
swim.
you the mental image that I had.
Well, I have a mental image of her falling face first in the muck.
No.
Now who
Okay.
can taste it?
Oh.
Oh
Mm.
my god.
This person had
I'm gonna have
chicken.
nightmares tonight.
All right, so you guys are
Balxor is going to have a torch in one hand and then the immovable rod in the other, just in case he does slip.
nice immovable rod. Good usage.
I hold on to Dondo because I see the immovable rod and I know if he slips or I slip, he won't slip because he's holding it. So
Yeah, but
I
you
would-
assume I'm strong enough to carry the both of us.
sure, why not? I will pick up Balxor and he will hold the immovable rod so that we do not.
Doesn't change the weightage, but
I am now going to read you guys the written description.
Real quick though, I can just remember that I can shape change and avoid getting poops all over this adamantium armor. So I'm
Do you
gonna-
yell bat and turn into a bat like Laszlo?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes,
I'm obsessed with that show recently.
It's an amazing
we
show.
love that show.
It's
Jackie
so good.
Daytona.
Regular human bartender.
Is there enough space in here that I can like hover over the muck, or is it like a narrow?
It's probably once you get in there, there's a little more space. You can probably start to narrow, but you'll get to the point or where you'll be able to hover, but you'll get to the point where there'll be walkways pretty quickly. So you might only have to kind of hover for a little bit. But
Okay.
the published flavor text a sharp stench of
No.
refuse and rot hits you as you enter the Nov Ostoyan sewers. Brown, lumpy liquid flows in a disgusting stream through the underground pipes, sloshing against the walkways on each side of the sewage water. Pitch blackness awaits you, dripping muck and the scratching of vermin clawing against rock echoing from within.
Okay, but whoever was slurping through a straw while he was
Yeah,
saying that,
seriously,
it was so
I am
just
uncomfortable.
thematically like disgusting, but amazing.
I thought it
Oh,
was
those
pretty
shower
big
balls, that
at
was like-
first.
that was just my throat.
Sorry, you were saying something? My brain out. You said refuse. I heard nothing else after that.
I was trying to laugh so hard. He's talking about floaters and we just did this little slurp.
Delicious.
Burp. That's where the
does-
meat is.
Does anybody have thieves' cant?
No.
Nope.
No. I have thieves' tools.
I guess
No
you
thieves'
can't be thieves then. Okay.
Ah.
Go ahead and roll this. What do we got? Oh, okay. The passage is empty. You guys travel through and you find yourselves in a network of tunnels. It looks pretty easy to get lost down here. Hard to get your bearings even with the map. Like, you know that there is a pathway through here, but I am going to need some skill checks.
What you need?
What I need is I'm going to go down my line here, and each of you is going to choose a skill that will help you navigate these tunnels. You're going to tell me how it's going to help you navigate, and then you're going to roll. Your description will have me decide the DC, and you guys need to have more wins than losses to defeat this skill challenge. The rub is you can't use a skill that was used before you, the one before you. So if somebody uses perception right before you cannot use perception.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to use my meme answer.
You can't use. I'm sorry that it cut out slightly for me personally. I think
you can't use a skill that was used before you.
Okay, made sure. Okay.
So Aegys.
I will use investigation to try to look for either a tunnel where there might be some light coming from, like entrances to the street, or our pathway, or people who may have walked through here before us, or noise.
Okay.
That might, yeah.
Sounds good. Roll me an investigation.
Just looking for what is.
All right, you are very, very alert, and you're finding little clues here and there that make you confident in helping direct the group in a certain direction. Blonde Solo, what does Sefris do?
Real quick, I have to not be a bat. Because I realized that the transfer it's not just part of my transformation level, it's one of the boons, and I picked the Dread Knight combat training, so
you can't Laszlo, sorry.
Can't Laszlo right now.
No.
Bat.
So. One day I can Laszlo, but not today.
Not on this day.
Sefris is going to use her perception to get a good grasp of good idea of their surroundings and look for any potential openings, threats, anything like that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. There's just a lot attacking your heightened vampire senses right now, and none of it pleasant. So you're not able to kind of cut through that distraction.
Okay.
Dondo, what does Balxor do?
Okay, so Balxor uses medicine to identify the healthier shits and the more recent shits. And he will then investigate where those shits are coming from, to kind of orientate himself based on where the map is, so he can tell. You can, on the map, you can tell where each district is, right? Yeah, exactly. So I can tell.
It up.
Yeah, you can tell this is the slums because it's got the more malnutrition shits. This is the more high class areas because they're quite fat and juicy. And then you've got the more middle class areas over there that are, they're nice and all, but they're not supreme turds. You know what I mean?
The average size dookie.
Or I'd say you're a shit doctor.
No, I did not know that Balxor was an expert in turdology, but I like it. Roll.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh.
I've been grabbing shit for no reason.
Like you had it in your head that this was gonna work, but after like 10 minutes, you just have shit hands, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I'm gonna walk up to. I'm gonna walk up to Aegis. Just show him my hands and go, "Help!"
All right. I'll cast prestidigitation on his hands.
Okay.
How polite.
He mystically cleans
Thank
up
you.
the shit hands.
does that help with the smell too?
From his hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whip out one of my bottles of scented oils as well.
Makes sense.
You're lucky you would be huffing Old Spice right now. But,
God,
Um,
what's worse, the migraines
Neffi,
or
your
the
turn.
shits. Let's see. I am
Let's-
going to so for me, survival. I'm gonna do survival. And are there any like animals, like rats or anything like that around?
you hear them at the very least.
Okay, I'm going to look for for basically their tracks and their markings, turds, things along their shit among the shits, if you will. I'm also going to do the classical. No, I'm not going to lick my finger and stick it in the air. That just sounds like a bad idea. We're in the shit tunnel. Never mind. Back that up.
So how are the rat droppings going to help you get to where you're trying?
I'm sorry. So basically, I'm looking to see where they seem to populate towards more, as that would mean closer to people, because people mean food. Because not even rats like to eat shit.
Give me a survival.
How?
Ka-chow.
Ow.
Wow.
And Snow, what does Myra do?
I'm
Be the tiebreaker.
going to. Oh wait, did you use survival, Neffi?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
super
crap.
proficient in
You
it.
guys
Like
took
I
all
am
the
like,
ones I'm good at. Literally.
oh no.
Okay, this might. Well, maybe nature would work for this.
It's make or break.
But I should pick what I'm good at, which
No
is not
pressure.
nature. Okay, I'm gonna use religion, and I'm going to like fly up as high as I can towards like the top part of the sewer, I guess. And I don't have eyes, but I'm gonna like close or cover them up or something. And I'm just gonna like attempt to kind of call out to Aurelia or Miklos or someone, just for asking for a sign of a direction, which way to go.
You have a spell that does that.
I think it's augury.
I don't know if I can.
Religion is a knowledge-based role. So it wouldn't give any kind of like prayer stuff. I mean, you would know how to pray, but it wouldn't like tell you how to get out of here. You know what I mean? Like the augury, casting augury could help, but possibly, potentially, but the skill, at least using it in that application, would not be appropriate.
tell which shits came out of the tightest asses with knowledge, religion.
Bit sciences are strong in this group.
Mm-hmm.
You guys took all my ideas.
She can
Yeah.
use insight on the poops.
I was going to say, you do have one skill at a high ranking that nobody's used that could possibly work.
I do. Wait.
Spoilers, but Solo just said it.
Insight.
I thought somebody. Oh no. I thought Aegis did.
He used
Used
investigation.
investigation.
Okay. My bad.
So in seeing this tunnel system as a puzzle, you attempt to intuit the correct way and roll an insight, which is still a 20 on a 10 roll, which is enough.
I clicked it prematurely.
I hear that happens to everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
Got so
It's not
excited.
normal for me.
It's okay. I'm not gonna
I
judge
swear
you
this
for
never
it.
normally happens.
You manage not to get lost here in the underway, which I have a whole table on what to do to you if you get lost. And if you get lost more than twice, then you're forever stuck in the underway and the campaign ends. So thanks for not being
Whoa.
lost.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If you have thieves' can't, it's all pretty trivialized. Sadly,
We don't have a rogue.
right?
Yeah,
The one party that doesn't have a rogue.
Ripski.
As you travel through the yuck and the muck, you find one particular wall that seems odd, as there's a crude carving engraved into the jagged wall, colored in chalk. It depicts a pale-skinned character wearing long robes and holding a goblet filled with dark liquid. At their feet, humanoid figures sit with their heads bowed in submission, blood flowing from circular wounds at their wrists and necks.
Oh, I'm sure we can all guess what that is.
This is not a dead end, by the way. This is just one of the walls in the hall.
Bit suspicious, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anybody want to check that out? I don't really have an eye for this sort of thing.
I have
Sure.
perception.
I'll investigate it.
Give me an investigation roll. Nailed it. Knocked it out of the park.
Very
Fantastic.
investigative.
Whoa.
You notice dark blood stains on the wall and circular scrapes on the floor immediately in front of the engraving, as if a heavy stone was repeatedly dragged over the floor. You also notice two smooth surfaces on the floor, roughly shoulder width apart, as if hundreds of people had kneeled in that spot over a long period of time, slowly wearing down the stone.
I think we're supposed to kneel in front of it. I kneel.
Not particularly fond of that idea.
Well, hesitantly.
It's just a
The
trigger.
same.
If you say so. I mean, if nobody else does, I'll do it.
I'll kneel.
Kneel.
Nothing happens when you kneel.
No. I think it also wants some of our blood.
Not this again.
Oh, give me 10 minutes. Just mill about.
You're
I'll
gonna
cast detect magic.
Okay.
detect magic.
What do you guys do while he is casting his ritual?
Huff more scented oil. I put a bit on like a random bit of cloth I've got, and then just sort of offer it around.
Are the people dead? I'm assuming they're dead.
There's no people there.
Oh.
It's as
I
if
misunderstood.
people knelt there over the years.
Oh.
Like that it's worn into the ground.
Ah, okay. I imaged.
I'll take a little sniff of that.
It's overly strong.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. It can't be worse than this.
Not really.
Sefris will try and keep herself clean as best she can, or clean off some of her armor as best she can.
You're I mean, good luck. But the ritual completes. There's definitely magic involved here, abjuration magic, as they don't actually give you the fucking school when they do shit like this. That's
Yeah, I know
the
what you mean.
closest one. Although in the playtest, they break up spells differently, and I like it for the new D&D stuff. It's arcane, primordial, and divine spells.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'll put that document in the Discord so people don't
Please
have to go
do.
hunt it down.
So there's definitely magic here, which means it probably does want our blood as a trigger. I could try to break it if we're really against giving it our blood, but it'll tax me a little bit to do it.
I mean, how much blood do you think it wants?
Probably not enough to hurt us, really. It's more of a principle thing. Are we really going to supplicate ourselves to these monsters?
I mean, this is just a piece of magic, right? So
Theoretically, yes.
I don't think anything's.
As far as I could tell.
I'll
At least I
some.
hope there's nothing actually there. I hope.
I hope so too. It could. It doesn't seem to have the type of magic we require to teleport our blood to like some sort of reservoir. So they're not collecting it. I don't think.
What kind of magic was it? Like, what does it normally do?
The type of magic that wards and protections and
Mhm.
things like that.
Perhaps a seal.
Right. I might be able to spell it and then shape the stone away to make a door. But like I said, that would tax me quite a bit. Hopefully we don't get into a fight today.
What could they possibly want to protect or seal down here?
I don't know.
All right. My curiosity's getting the better of me. Who's got a dagger?
Well, I don't think that's going to do anything while the magic's still in place.
Well,
Here,
I mean,
I mean, you could try to break it down.
it's only one way to find out, right?
Sure.
Anybody
You have a
dagger?
giant magical mace that's going to do more to a wall than a dagger is. Blades don't typically.
No, it's not for the wall.
It's for him. Sefris hands you a dagger.
Oh, hold on. Where are you going to cut?
The palm.
All right, I'll prestidigitation the whole area and the dagger real well to make sure they're clean.
Thank you.
Can't go get an infection in Vampire Town.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my body to get an infection. What would that? What monstrosity would that create?
Oh no.
Anyway, who's handing me a dagger?
Sefris does.
All right, thank you. You'll dig the dagger into his palm a little bit, probably a little more than seems comfortable, but he doesn't flinch too much.
Okay.
And he sort of kneels and pours the blood in wherever the stains were previously.
It's against the wall itself. They just mirror it.
Okay, he smears it on the wall then. The shit-covered
Nice.
wall.
Get it rolling good. You hear more like you hear a thought. There's like no sound to the voice. It's more like information being transmitted to your brain pan, Balxor. You hear, how do you satisfy the masters of death?
The blood of the living.
Nothing else.
Well, that was a waste of time. It asked me a fucking riddle. How do you satisfy How do you satisfy the masters of death? How the fuck am I supposed to know that?
I mean, you could try a couple things like supplication, obedience, life. I mean, one of these has to. It's whatever these pompous assholes decided was the meaning of life or unlife back when they made this thing.
That's a lot of answers, and I don't think I have that much blood. Also, I'm terrible at riddles.
All right. I'm going to dispel the magic.
Let us see.
Let me hold on. I make an ability check using your spellcrafting ability. Ability being intelligence. So I'll cast enhance ability intelligence first. And then I'll go. Or try it. I hold. It should have been advantage. Let me do it again.
Boom. Done. I'm not even going to think any more into it. You feel the shimmering magic aura fade.
All right, let's try to push this and see if we can open it without me having to shape stone, because that's a high level spell.
Is there anywhere for it to grab?
It doesn't look like it.
In fact, it looks like it comes out.
Yeah, there's scrapes on the ground that looks like it probably came out.
Is there is there to leverage?
Can we see any seams?
Nope.
Yeah. Fuck, that's what I thought. Okay, I'll shape stone and make a door. Where along the lines to where the scrapes are.
Okay. Best.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, I didn't actually cast. Sorry, I can't cast right now. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I didn't actually cast the spell either. Yeah, it kept telling me no token was selected, but I eventually went through. There you go.
That's... All right, you're able to shape a crude door shape out of this wall, and it opens into not much of an opening. It's a wooden ladder on the other side of a. It's just an alcove big enough for a person to get to the ladder and climb up.
Doesn't look like a good ladder.
I'll see if it can hold me. If it can hold me, it can hold any of you.
I mean,
True with the adamantium armor.
that is true, but that's not really what I was worried about. I mean, there's a freaky riddle door that wants your blood to even ask the riddle, and it's going up. I mean, where's that leading to?
The street.
Where, though?
A thieves' den. Who knows, really?
You think the thieves' den is going to have a magical door that asks you about vampire riddles?
I mean, they may not have made it. It just might have been here and they used it. Who knows?
Perhaps.
Or the palace.
Yeah, that's more what I was worried about is if it just opens up into some vampires' residents that might not be so pleased about our intrusions.
Well, then we'll kill them.
I mean,
I'll say with a chuckle,
yeah,
we'll figure it out. We have to get out of here somehow.
Easy.
We'll just kill the vampire, all of his servants that he probably has in his house or the castle or whatever, and then we'll just get away scot-free. What could go wrong?
I like your thinking. I'll go up the ladder.
Oh no!
I go up after
It's a
her.
good plan.
See, Sefris and
I'll follow.
Sefris and I are on the same page.
I'm proud to be a part of the plan.
This way, yeah.
Oh, Sefris is now Vankman in my head forever.
Yay.
Sweet. So after I fix this on my desk, okay. As you ascend the ladder, there is a wooden trapdoor above you.
I will listen closely at the door.
Give me a perception.
Why don't you give me a perception?
If she stops in front of me, I start casting prestidigitation on her boots.
Nice. You clean up her boots real good.
I'm like, don't drip on me, don't drip on me, don't drip.
Oh, it's in my mouth.
Oh.
You don't hear anything.
I'll give the door a light push to see if it's locked or anything stops it.
It is unlocked.
Okay, I will push the door open.
You see around you a dark, musty room. Faint light shines down from a stairway leading up to another floor, allowing you to view the surroundings without your dark vision. The room appears to be a basement made from ancient black rock. Some areas are marked by new construction, as holes in the old architecture were sloppily patched up. Bottles and caskets labeled as different types of alcohol are stacked next to crates of fruit in various degrees of spoilage. From upstairs, you faintly hear yells and shouting, almost drawn out. A high-tempo violin playing an energetic jig. As you look around, a voice rings out. What in all the dead lordings are you doing in my tavern?
I look for the source of the voice.
You see a rough and tumble human woman who is pulling some bottles out of a crate. She attempts to grapple you. So let us have opposed strength checks.
Okay.
um,
Wow, that
Oh
was
Well,
almost bad.
wow.
she's rolling a 10. You're definitely rolling under that, unfortunately. No, I'm sorry. She is rolling a 9, but that's still above yours. She grapples you.
Just like I planned.
So she yanks you up out. She's got you in a headlock. It's like, who are you? What are you doing down here?
Trying to get out of the stink. I make sure to breathe.
You guys hear that from down there.
I continue to climb up.
I follow suit.
Holy hells, you stink. She lets go of Sefris.
Well, we were
Like I
in a
said.
sewer, ma'am.
Trying to get out of the stink.
Well, give me a minute. I can fix that. And I start precipitation.
It's like you climbed inside a bloated dead cow and took a nap.
It definitely felt that way.
Just without the squishiness, really.
Mm.
Although there was definitely some squishy stuff down there. And rats. Lots of rats.
Who are you? And why are you in the sewer?
Oh, believe it or not, we took a job to clear out some rats. And as you would have it, it's the sewer, kind of a maze down there.
Give me a deception, please.
Boy, please. Somebody ate me.
Can I guidance him?
You can.
Is that going to
And
be
you should.
noticeable? Okay.
You
I
should
guidance
100%.
him.
What does guidance do again? Is it just D4?
Gives you a D4.
Yeah.
What does it say are the necessary things for guidance? I actually don't know if
I think you have to
one.
cast it beforehand and then.
Right, she was trying to say it as he was about to roll.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, verbal and
somatic. So maybe I don't care if you utter a quick prayer as you touch his shoulder and he speaks. That's fine. Like roll a 4, but it's fine.
No.
No. I'm not buying it.
Is there anything magic in this room? I still detect magic.
No, there's not.
Can I get more details on like what this woman looks like kind of her stature? And
She's a
like,
bruiser. She's probably 6'1", very broad, mainly muscle.
okay.
Her hair is short and even shaved on the back and sides. She's wearing looks like barkeep clothes. She got the apron on and everything. Her sleeves are rolled up high on her biceps, and she has a bandana tied around her neck that is blue.
All right. Sefris will hold up her hands and say, honestly, we didn't want to wait to go through the fucking gate.
Something going on at the gate?
Some kind of altercation. I heard maybe a guard got stabbed or something. I don't know. But they weren't letting people in through the damn gate.
Give me a persuasion. Or actually, no, give me a deception, but have advantage because she kind of wants to believe part of that.
Okay.
Guidance. A little guidance.
Sure.
Little guy.
Guard got stabbed, huh?
Something.
Good. Well, welcome to the Jolly Riser.
Appreciate that.
Now get out of my basement.
Yeah, I'm
Of course.
sorry
Will
about
do.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me a minute and I'll get rid of all the stench? Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Prestidigitation.
Once you're done with that, get out of my basement.
Sure thing.
We're home,
Please,
Red.
man.
Apologize.
I'm gonna like sprinkle a bit of scented oil around.
You really don't
I'm-
need to do that. As a matter of fact, my prestidigitation is going to clean up your oil too.
No.
I
Wait till I'm
step-
done and then put the oil on.
as
Oh,
they're
wait,
taking
after
care of
the fact, yeah.
that, I fish out I fish out 2 gold and hand them to and say I apologize for the inconvenience, but I appreciate you not hurting my friend.
I also slide a gold over to her.
And have a drink too when you get up there. Good, good. All right, yeah. Thanks for not stinking.
Of course, we apologize. Is there also rooms here?
There's a lot here.
Okay, awesome. We will get out of your basement, though. Thank you so very much. And I start walking away from the basement. Presumably up.
Whoa.
God, I hope up.
It's going to take me probably 10 plus minutes to clean everybody up. I only do a small little patch at a time.
It's what? How,
I just
what how,
see.
what's the patch size?
It's like 2 feet, I think.
Yeah, I think it's only like a square foot at a time or something.
I
like,
just
each of us would require probably 6 or 7 like prestidigitation drops.
I just see like it just like with a little magical like the Fantasia Mickey Mouse with the magical broom, but like only much smaller in scale, and he's just hunched over like clean the stench, clean the stench, clean, clean, clean. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
All right. You're able to get clean after a little while.
Yeah, make sure to shake out the boots.
Balxor will now swap to his fresh new kicks. Put the old ones back in his bag. What do you think?
Look good.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta hope I can continue wearing shoes.
But now you got to break them in.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
They've got a little bit of a heel, so they really accentuate his calves and his buttocks.
His buttocks.
Buttocks.
My slightly stiff buttocks.
Do we have any idea where this seer is?
The Night Seer Sage. Think. As Crystal goes back through her notes, think. And Sefris will also consult the map.
The map will tell you you guys are in the Jolly Riser. Well, you know you're in the Jolly Riser, and that's number 2 on the map. That's right where my cursor is.
Number 2.
Aww.
I had to get one last one in.
Fair enough.
If my knowledge of such things doesn't deceive me, then it'll probably be in the Blackguard Keep.
I'll give it to you. The only clue about where to find him in Nov Ostoya was the Crimson Heights.
You broke up the Crimson what?
Heights.
Crimson Heights, you mean?
Ah, okay.
Oh, great.
Well, that's where that servant is too, isn't it? Working for one of the rich vampires or
Right.
houses.
I believe he said they were in Crimson Heights. It's the Barrow family. If that were gonna help.
We still got a little ways to go.
Looking at the map, is there any way for like, are we gonna have like some open ground that we have to cover to get from like one secret squirrel entrance to another to try to get to the heights?
If you were to follow the tunnel, go back down and follow the tunnel to its end, you see that it comes up at number 1 there. And the secret entrance marked on the map to get into the Crimson Heights is where my cursor is now. So, no matter what you do, there is some street level something or other that you'll need to do. It's just whereabout you go for that and what you do. That's up to you.
Let's not go back down.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We might have to go back down when we want to leave. If we can leave.
Knowing our luck, we'll be fighting our way out of here, so whatever.
I certainly hope not. We're pretty good in a fight, but I doubt we can take an entire city.
Well, you don't have to take the whole city. Just like you're running. Never mind.
Bartender didn't seem too fond of the guards.
I'm not sure anybody would in this place.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is we
Maybe
might not. Everyone
maybe
might not.
she's part of that resistance group we need to hook up with.
That's wishful thinking. Knowing our luck.
What do you mean, knowing our luck? We're the only
Knowing
people
our
to
luck.
break out of the afterlife and come back to life. Our luck's
Yeah,
pretty freaking good.
we've run into every problem since.
We haven't ran into that many problems. Only one actually.
Does Balxor look like he's counting?
Absolutely.
Only one of those problems actually came looking for us.
I mean, yeah, but
The rest were just trying to help people. Anywhere we go in this land, people need help.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Every problem.
So again, I state that we're pretty lucky.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna keep running that luck all the way to the end.
I know it's been a bit, so I breathe in and out real heavy and I go and then I look at Sefris.
Oh, she's breathing.
Okay.
Yeah,
You smell pigs, sweaty pigs, when you do that.
Ew. Sweaty pig. I don't even know what sweaty pig smells like, but that just doesn't sound pleasant because pigs don't smell pleasant.
Pigs don't sweat.
Then how can there be a smell of sweaty pigs?
Who knows? Magic.
There's sweat and pigs. And the sweat of whoever
Just
might be.
Sweat and pig combined.
Oh,
Somebody's sweating with the pigs.
not sweating
Oh.
pigs, but
What was the name of the resistance organization, Sefris? You're the one with the good name.
Crown Breakers.
Right. That's perfect.
Mm.
The zero tolerance insurgent fighters. Yes.
Yes, the ones that would, unfortunately, not even
Hey,
give Sefris a chance.
I'm just saying it was the perfect name. I didn't say that they were great.
Or
And I have a
we're
zero
like by the
tolerance for
bar, right?
vampires outside of Sefris 2, actually, so it's okay.
Once you guys leave this basement, it's not a bar right above you.
Uh-huh.
So as you step out, you see a large stone ring with wooden walls separating onlookers, and there's plenty of them in this 40-foot by 40-foot chamber, from pigs and people fighting these pigs,
Pig brawling?
wrestling them,
Oh.
trying to get a hold of them.
Oh,
Are they oiled?
Grassland.
pig wrestling.
Give me a perception.
Anybody in particular, or
Anybody. Like,
Okay.
Consider it perceived.
Everybody that rolled but Sefris sees carved into some of this the wooden walls. Periodically, you'll see a hand carved image of a broken crown.
Hmm.
What's everybody looking at?
So, I don't know. That's a lot of
Is the bar owner, the woman from below, around?
You don't see her.
I'll be
We
damned.
should talk to her down there.
I know, right? How do they get all these pigs in here?
I
Let's be
Uh,
honest with ourselves, though. Even if we found these guys, chances are we're not going to be able to talk them into helping us. We're really bad at talking to people.
wow. I poke Sefris in the shoulder, and do you not see it? And I point out
Yeah,
the
look
the,
at
the
that pig.
No, I mean, yes, the pigs are amazing. Don't get me wrong. They probably make great breakfast. But no, I mean on the carvings. Look at the carvings.
Once she points it out to me, do I see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you also see somebody noticing you guys pointing at the symbol and giving
good.
an awkward eye.
Still making sure to breathe, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Have been ever since, like old Mama Strong Arms put her hands on me.
So I start making comments on the wood molding, I guess. Just like I really like how this is done. I wonder if they got
I go
Roll
over to the
deception.
guy who gave us a weird eye.
Okay. You can still roll a deception while we do this.
Okay.
All right, you go over to him. Do you say anything? Or?
Yeah, I say, I noticed you noticing us.
I noticed you noticing me.
So what'll it be, big boy?
And
Well, what if we're looking for?
you cut out there.
I said, well, what if we're looking for them? And I'll motion my head towards one of the symbols.
Well, if you're not one of them, then you're in the wrong place.
What if
Kinda
we want to
cracks
be
his
one
neck.
of them?
Then you skip some steps and you're in the wrong place.
That's fine. I understand. We skipped some steps. How about we start over and we work through some steps?
This pig wrestle might take my attention, and you can start from the top where you should. And he points upwards. With the right inspiration.
Oh, do I even have a gold piece?
I don't know, that wine was expensive.
It was. I have a few left though. I'll slip him a gold piece.
He just kind of slides his heel around as he spins and starts hollering about the black and tan pig that half orc is having a real hard time getting a grip on.
I'll go back to the group. Apparently, we need to go to the top of this building, or kind of underground, I guess, and try to talk to the crown breakers that are up there. I get the feeling that most of these people are crown breakers. I'll say kind of quietly under my breath to the group. But there's probably a lot of noise anyway. So.
Oh, there's a lot of noise, yeah.
Oh,
Of
good. I'm in
course.
excellent company then.
Of course, the place we turn up in is the bloody underground secret base of some fucking secret organization. How do we manage this every time?
All that luck.
This is the first time.
Every time. This is
Saying
the
all
first
this
time. You're right.
You just gotta let him be dramatic. Let him be
And
dramatic.
every time
and
this
it gets out of
happens,
it
this happens.
so much faster. Like if you just let him have his
Why,
moments.
why do we keep
All
running
right,
into this
fine.
unusual stuff, man?
It's
Everything in this country is unusual.
That's what I'm saying.
Country
pocket.
suck.
We could get some meat and some food.
I'm not like interested in that right now. I'm still, I've still got like, some, I guess, shit in my lungs. I don't know.
We just have to go
Up.
up.
Yeah, up.
Are there stairs?
They go up.
Look at that. Gonna head for the stairs.
They lead up to a big drinking hall, 60 feet long by 40 feet wide, and it is packed with drunk folks. You see other stairs leading up. You don't see a door leading out, but you do see other stairs leading up.
Let's go up some more.
Up, 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 up.
There's a more modest bar here, although the room itself is longer than downstairs. It's not nearly as packed. Its whole vibe is more subdued. But there is a bar. There's a couple people at various tables, and you do see the Petra, the owner, at the bar.
I'll go up to her.
Found your way up. Good. Hopefully you didn't make a
Someone
scene.
down below said that we had skipped some steps to be down.
That's right.
What kind of steps we gotta go through to be considered friends of a certain group?
Oh, friends take a long time. Get a favor or two, that's a little easier. Friends is a long time.
Understood.
He lines up glasses for everybody. He pours some ale.
You know, we weren't very detailed about what was going on at the gate before. Someone else seemed to think it was more like a siege. You and your ilk wouldn't happen to have anything to do with that siege, would
My ilk. I don't know what you're talking about there. But I hear a bunch of the appetizers got uppity and fought back. That's all I heard.
Oh.
Sefris will kind of laugh.
What's funny about that? I'll look back at the group.
Because it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably
Misfortune.
dead by now.
Misfortune for vampires. I don't see the problem. Well, I mean, I see the problem, but like, you know,
We should have just helped them. Why did it come this way? That's why I wanted to go through the front. I don't know.
what would going through the front of what would that have achieved? You want to draw more eyes to us?
Causing a scene.
The
We'd
scene was
probably
already
still
happening.
be online.
Yeah.
No, we would have helped the appetizers escape.
Or the
Yeah,
Now they'll probably
Scarlet,
just be
or the Scarlet Watch could have called forth the sanguine streets to crush you under their heel, which is why we don't have an open rebellion going currently. But I like your
I don't know
spirit.
what that is, but that, yes.
yeah, we probably would have beaten them.
I severely doubt so.
I mean, all of these guys are afraid of the thing we just killed. Don't you get that? These vampires hide inside their walls because they're afraid of the thing we just killed.
I mean, yeah, but like,
So, have some more confidence in your abilities.
I mean, the
We
thing
can make a difference, and just cowtailing their society just so we could be unharassed is not the right way, in my opinion.
you are missing the point where the thing we just killed was significantly more deadly towards vampires, right? The whole emitting sunlight thing.
Or do I
It
get
was
one of
pretty deadly to
those?
anybody.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty deadly to us as well, but
But also, we don't know the numbers here. We're not familiar enough with like the way they do
I
things here.
understand that. I think we could have done something.
I want to err on the side of caution when available.
You want to err on the side of whatever's safest for you.
Yes, usually. I have whimsies.
Petra,
My
do you have any
whimsies
mead?
can be spent money. Just
I mean, I'll drink the ale she gave me as well, but like, I ask her for some mead.
No
afterward.
mead.
Yeah, of course. Any grain alcohol?
Yeah, oh yeah, we got spirits.
All right, I'll take some of.
That's a bottle and some more cups.
Listen, I get why you're not in open rebellion, but we're on a timetable. How can we help you so you can in turn help us?
That depends on what kind of help you need.
let's see. How many tasks have we got to do?
Oh, there's always more tasks than there are hands. But not everything costs as much as other things, if you know what I mean.
Of course. I mean,
Just give us the most dangerous thing you have.
hold your horses there. Hold your horses there. We don't know what the most interesting thing is. It could be assassinating the king vampire. Whatever.
I don't know if you want to do that.
It's worth hearing it from her, Dondo. I'm not.
I'm completely agree.
It's worth hearing it from her, Balxor. I'm just asking.
It's definitely worth hearing. I'm just saying maybe lay out what we've got to do first, and then we can receive some appropriate missions.
Honestly, I'm just willing to help them with whatever the biggest thing they need help with, because we could do the big things. The people of this land clearly need help.
I mean, well, she was receptive to the biggest thing that what you just said, so.
I mean, of course.
If you want to take out the Duke, go for it.
I'm against that, but that would probably we would need a lot more intel to try something like that, probably.
I don't even know if we could attempt that right at this point. Like, there's confidence and then there's overconfidence.
Yeah, there's
Calm yourself.
That sounds like a bit like reckless about.
Myra could create pure sunlight. I mean,
yeah, what's that going to do to a pure blood vampire? It's going to slow him down at most, right? You stop it. It's going to do what? We still got to fight him.
What is it you
He's
need?
still probably going to have.
And I can offer something of appropriate scale.
Thank you. We've got to do some what? We've got to smuggle some people out of Crimson Heights.
Yeah.
So they can get back to their families.
that.
Find some sage in Crimson Heights.
So you need in Crimson Heights.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Gonna
To
be
begin
neat
with, yes.
Crimson Heights.
Well, I got some things for that.
There are people who are going to get pulled off the streets here for their damn festival. What if we could somehow cripple this Crimson Guard to a point where they can't enforce the kidnappings?
Well, they're not being kidnapped.
Stop
They're being
suggesting
brought
things.
in droves.
Well, I also heard they just take people off the street.
Well, I mean, people die on the street all the time. If you don't come in during the blood hour, I mean, you're basically dead.
Okay, wait, when's the blood hour?
That's nighttime. She does air quotes.
Whole block of hours. Okay.
It's a little misleading, don't you think? Call it the blood hour, but it's much more than just an hour. Feels like a scam.
Something tells me vampires prefer aesthetic over function.
You're probably right.
It's an hour. It is literally an hour. It's the blood hour.
Oh.
It's the nighttime. It's how we keep track of days.
Oh. Yes.
Oh.
So what is to get into the Crimson
Heights? Yeah.
What would you need in return for that?
Well, I mean, we have a way into the Crimson Heights. It's just we need some tasks or we need information.
We also need to get people out of the city after we get to Crimson Heights.
Yeah, and that.
I have some collections that need to be done.
Okay.
You could also work it out in work some of it out in the fighting circle down there, the butcher circle.
Okay, let's say we don't do the most dangerous thing, but how about you give us the most reasonable thing that also you really need done that is too big for most of your people to do? Collections, I don't want to help with your organized crime.
Here's the thing. I don't know you. I'm not going to trust something serious to you.
Understandably.
I would be a fool. So I have some collections, or some of you can fight.
I'll fight.
I'll give the fighting a go as well. Why not?
Easy enough.
Tag team up again. Let's go.
Easy enough. You can head back
Alright.
down to the butcher's circle and tell him I sent you.
Will do.
Boxer will down his ale and head his way down.
What time of
Okay.
day is it anyway? Is it near this blood hour?
You've been underground for a while and haven't been outside yet, so...
I just ask her. I'm just asking.
Oh, you ask her? Okay. Blood hour's coming on us soon.
Would it gain your trust at all to go out and kill some vampires during the blood hour?
I mean, I'd shake your hand, but that's not trust. Trust is something earned over time.
Like as I'm heading out, I'll just sort of like look back to him and look back to Aesir. So and just say, we don't have time for trust. This is more of a business transaction right now.
Everything's a business transaction.
When time is short, sure.
Our friendship isn't a business transaction.
I roll
That-
my eyes
sure.
at Balxor as hard as I can.
I'll sort of like I'll bow to him. I'll bow to him and go, mercenary values, my friend, and then make my way downstairs.
So, as a fair warning, players, if you lose the fight, then you'll be subject to one of the grievous wounds from the table in Chapter 11 of the Grimm Hollow campaign guide.
Oh no,
Oh.
Putting that
my
out
fleshy
there.
body. As long
What
as I
is
don't
it?
break bones or organs, I should be okay. But
So you guys make
I
your way
feel
back
like those
down.
are grievous wounds.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the most gravest wound? Oh, we don't get to
That-
know until it happens.
Right?
Oh,
It's a
okay.
surprise.
Damn it. That's not a fun surprise.
Which
Fun
organ's
for
getting
me.
gored today?
I told you, I heard somewhere that players' tears help with indigestion, and I got the heart.
Oh
one.
no.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Were the
There-
guys in the pits? They were just wrestling the pigs, right?
They were wrestling the pigs, but you can tell that that's an event.
Okay.
So when you make it back down, they have returned to the fist fight.
Ah, okay.
Wait, fist fighting pigs?
No,
Oh.
Oh,
I was like, wait a minute.
no people on
Hold
pig
on.
violence. Don't worry.
I was picturing two pigs fighting against each other with like little boxing gloves.
Vicious fighting. Somebody, when you start to come back down into the butcher's circle level, somebody stands in front of you guys like, "Hey, who are you?"
We're here to participate in the fights. We got sent from upstairs.
By who?
Decadence.
Petra.
Oh, okay. He steps out of your way. Good enough.
All right. Thank you.
All right, let's do this, Hassa.
Yeah. All right. Where do we go to fight things?
You see a gnome with a fabulous purple goatee with a matching purple velvet suit,
Of course.
shuffling papers and bags of coin and writing things down.
I assume that's where I should go. I head over to the fabulous gnome.
As
Hey,
do
can
I.
Can I help you?
We were sent here by Tetra to participate in the butcher.
In the what?
The butcher fight.
The butcher fight. Oh, you're coming to fight in the butcher circle. Okay.
There we go. Yes, I'm sorry. It's been
Wouldn't you?
quite a day.
Gotcha. No problem. Who's fighting?
I am.
I myself.
All right. So you and your name, you, and she points to Hassa.
No, my name is Hassa.
Okay, and then you.
Balxor.
All right. Okay. Next fight: Hassa versus Balxor.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Get in the ring.
Oh.
Shit. Well, not looking forward to this. I jumped down straight away.
Hassa can't.
Don't wimp out on me now, Hassa.
I will not hit you.
You know me. I can take
I
it.
will not.
I can take
hit
it.
you. I will not.
Sefris grabs a seat.
I go sit over with Sefris.
Balxor is sort of like waving to Hassa to come down and sort of also goading her at the same time. Come on.
I'm sorry, I gotta do a quick AFK.
What's a good brawl between friends, eh?
She begrudgingly goes into I'm going to buy you so much ale after this. So much ale. I am so
Nah.
sorry, my friend.
Don't worry about it. You know me. I'm a fast healer.
Yeah. All right.
We're coming from a mission rib immediately.
All right. So you guys are going to tussle. We're going to simplify this. Each of you are going to make 3 rolls, and the one that succeeds the most wins the bout. So first, I want you each to give me an unarmed attack roll.
How do I do that?
It's a strength roll plus your proficiency modifier.
So it's what? So it's +8 then, yeah?
I don't know what it is for you. I don't have your sheet up, but probably.
I've got +4 on my strengths.
Is it a saving? It's an ability check, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, it's an attack roll is actually what it is.
We'll do an ability check plus the plus the proficiency then, yeah?
Right.
But it's easier there.
What's your strength, Hassa?
Yep.
Oh, I know. I'm good. I got this. I
That's
just wanted to
26.
make sure.
Yeah, you're not getting like advantage for being super strong or anything. It's just
No. I was just making sure that I had the right dice set up that I was doing. I wanted to make sure I had it right.
All right. So you actually, Balxor,
Nope.
yours is +8, not +4.
Yes, so 26.
So 26.
I did the ability roll, you can just add 4 to it, so.
Yeah. There we go. Wait, why did I add 4? Mine's not 4. Mine's +6.
That's fine. So you got a
+6.
16.
That's
All right,
another
so
another 4 actually.
It should be 4, yeah. You got strength 18, right?
But
I
she's
had a strength
22.
of 22.
20.
So you're +10 to the roll. Or
Plus
plus
10.
plus 14 to the roll. No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, it's +10. It's
plus 10.
So you actually rolled a 20. So you fail. So Hassa's
Wait,
one
I
down.
got 14.
No, you rolled a 10 plus the 10 is 20.
Oh, okay.
Instead
I
of
rolled a
+4, it's
26.
+10. Right.
Okay.
So
20.
both of you give me Constitution saves.
Saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. I do be doing those. 26 again.
All right.
Consistency.
is key.
Okay, you both have saved. And then give me a DC 19 strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. Your choice.
One more time.
Strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics. Your choice.
This is where I go down.
This
Oh,
is where
no!
you go down.
Oh no.
There's no way I'm winning that one when you got a +10 to it.
Listen,
You
I have 2
guys-
skills.
All right, so how this is going down, because you guys are just tied.
Yeah.
You guys start swinging at each other. You're rolling out of the way. You're grappling and suplexing and punching and clawing and biting. But not literally, because you don't want to pass on the curse of lycanthropy, because you don't know how that will mix with his craziness. But
Yes.
Probably extremely well.
it gets to the point, you know, when both boxers are just gassed but too tired to give up, and they just kind of like leaning to each other in this weird hug in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you guys are doing at this point. You're both gassed, and neither one of you have taken the edge.
Oh, good lord.
This is a good bout.
I'm very yes.
So I want Hassa, you first do your attack roll, your unarmed attack. So
Okay, it's
D20 plus
the-
10.
Yep.
All right. Balxor, same for you.
D20 plus 8.
You get one last exchange in. You swing at Balxor. You get a piece of his jaw. But as he drops back, he doesn't take the full brunt. And he comes around and he cold cocks you right in the jaw. And Hassa finally goes down.
Worth it.
And the crowd goes, "Wow, that took forever."
What?
Balxor, you are given 10 gold pieces as
Oh.
a reward.
I wanted the 40 though.
And give me, Hassa, give me
Uh-huh.
2d6 roll.
No, that's a D8. Stop that. Oh.
Ooh.
Close
Wow.
call. You almost die. That hit, like, snapped your neck back. Something popped that shouldn't have, but the keyword is almost. That's actually the only roll that doesn't leave you with some kind of grievous wound after the fact. It's a 12. So
Wow.
you got
I'll be
close
damned.
call.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
It literally says you
Whoa.
narrowly miss an otherwise dangerous blow. Instead of being reduced to 0 hit points, you fall to 1 hit point instead and become prone.
Now, my question is, because I'm a half orc, would I have not just gone to 1 in the first place?
Oh.
It depends mechanically on what the mechanic says. If it says you take damage, then yes, you would just drop to 1. If it says you die, then no.
When you're reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop
Right.
to 1 hit point instead.
Right.
But if the thing says it kills me, then
Yeah.
oh, okay. Wow.
But that's not. Yeah, that's like I said. You rolled the best thing you could roll on this chart.
Yeah. Hey.
I'll be. After like waving to the crowd and whatnot, he sort of turns back around and starts slapping Hassa on the face, saying, "Wake up, sleepyhead."
You end up with because I'm not having you go all the way down to 1 hit point. for that because it's just not. It was a punch that landed. It's not. You got ran
Mhm.
through by something. You took 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Let me roll that for you. You have
So that's-
7 bludgeoning on you.
Okay. There we go.
Got a bruised jaw.
Ouch. My poor face.
And a foggy brain.
Hmm. Okay, so it looks like you owe me the ale.
It would appear to be that way, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that last hit though, man.
I clocked you good.
It was close. I'm not gonna lie. Something doesn't feel right now in my neck. Like everything's. Oh, you got a good one in there.
Thanks. You nearly got me down. I will give you all the credit you deserve.
Mm,
Couple more inches to the left, I would have been a goner.
It's true. It's true. I say we're fairly well matched. You're faster than I am. I'll give you that.
I'm imagining like the
Well,
predator.
given the
like,
day.
you know the muscly arm like meme where they're both like hand clenched.
You son of a
I can't-
bitch.
Yes.
I can't remember what movie that's from, but it's that.
Predator.
It's Predator.
Right, okay, Predator. Yeah.
It's when the Terminator and Apollo Creed teamed up together in a jungle to fight.
Yeah. To fight E.T.'s older cousin.
Oh my god.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
They used to be in the same unit as Jim Hopper from Stranger Things, which is really cool. But yeah, well, most of them die.
They found Hawkins though.
They did. They found Hawkins. I'm sorry, that's a rabbit hole of conspiracy. That's fantastic. If you ever want to get into that outside of game.
All right, I'll climb myself back out of the pit then. Giving Hassa a hand up.
Thanks. Much appreciated. I'm gonna go grab ale and then I'm gonna AFK for a second. It's all right.
We are going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Excellent.
Back.
I can get more water.
Right, we are back. You guys have won your bout in the Butcher's Circle, winning you 1 people smuggling coupon with the Groundbreakers.
Ta-da.
Wonderful.
I don't know if I want to try and get lucky with that the double D6 again. So
When they step out, I'm gonna just walk over to Hassa and put my hand on her shoulder and give her cure wounds.
love of life.
And I say, that was awesome but terrifying.
It
And
was,
please don't do it again.
I don't plan on it. And if we're gonna be 100% honest, and please do not let Balxor know this, he almost killed me.
Yeah, it was a little scary to watch.
If he had hit just a little bit harder, I'm pretty sure my neck would have snapped.
Well,
He's his new transformation packs quite a punch.
I'm glad both of you are okay.
Yes, I did not want to do it, but I'm kind of glad he won. I would have felt really bad if I had. So
During all of this, Balxor was at the bar, just getting a drink, sort of waving back over to the party.
Somebody buys you a drink for the fight.
Oh,
He's just
thank you very
vibing.
much. I am just vibing at the bar.
Him. You did it. You knocked me flat on my ass. You deserve that drink.
I mean, could have gone either way.
Coulda.
Certainly took long enough.
Does our
parts-
map have these markers on it, like the numbers and references?
Your map has the gold lines. You don't have, and you'll see the Warrens, the Crimson Heights, but you won't get any of the other notations specifically unless you like ask people, like, "Hey, what's here?"
Okay.
But we can say that we know what number 2 is at this point.
Yeah,
We know where
since
do we know where we
since-
are?
Yeah, since they say, "Hey, you're in the Jolly Riser," and you know where you about how long you went through the sewers, you know you have an idea of where the Jolly Riser is on the map.
Okay.
The bartender shouts over the crowd, "Blood hour's coming. If you want to use the head upstairs, do it now. You know it's going to get packed."
Cool.
You see people start filtering upstairs.
The head.
Well, I suppose you should go report in, I guess. I don't ask about what those collections are for.
What do they mean when you say the head? Is that a toilet?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was like go to the head before it gets crowded because it's the toilet, or go to the head as in the head of the organization before it gets crowded. So I just thank you. Sorry.
Voice.
Maybe we could find some sort of hidden perch for Blood Hour and watch and make sure no one's caught, and if they do, we could help them. That way, we're not openly picking fights, but we could still help someone if they need it.
I like this plan.
I'd be good with that.
The only thing I foresee is we don't know how lawless in regards to how quickly could we become outnumbered.
Oh, I'm sure it's a situation where the law is on the side of the vampires.
I'm not debating that. I'm just asking, is it worth to blow what little cover we have at this point in time to play savior when we still don't have the entire picture? We have, yes, I and I'm not saying that I feel easy, but if we get out there and we run into can handle elsewhere, that can blow a lot. That's just all I'm saying.
I'm very sure that
happy
if we go out there and save someone from the Crimson Patrol or whatever, or some vampires, and we get noticed and it goes back to the higher ups, I'm very sure that they'll be like, "Oh wow, there's people with power out there." Like, yeah, they'll maybe they'll feel afraid for once.
Maybe they'll crack down on everybody.
Exactly. I'm not saying I don't want to help people. I'm just saying we have to. We just got here.
Make some preparations first. We can't just go about willy-nilly saving people if we can't save ourselves in the first place.
I'm sure that it would take a concentrated effort by whoever's in charge to deal with us, not just random vampires in the street.
I'm sure the random vampires in the street report the random people that are, taking out the vampires. I'm pretty sure they have an information network.
Don't let them get away.
I'm not so sure we'd have a choice in such a situation. We don't know what this is like. We don't know how many are going to be there. We don't know what they've got, what's coming this night.
Yes,
we don't know what's coming any
I
night.
get it, Balxor. If there's any possibility of your neck being on the line,
come
you don't
off
want to do
it.
it.
Come off it, you. It's not just my neck on the line tonight. It's all of our necks. So put your misplaced, self-righteous bullshit
Well,
away.
fine. Then stay here.
I'm not going to
No,
let you risk everybody else's neck just so you can play hero.
Well, some people already want to come with me, so.
I look at Sefris, and that's my main concern. Are you okay with going out there and potentially blowing your cover tonight? I told you I would give my life to you, so whatever you decide, I will.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And I don't want to do... No, I don't want to blow my cover.
Enough said.
When Balxor goes to pick up his drink to punctuate with a swig of his ale, he noticed under his cup there's a piece of parchment.
But of course I read it.
In red ink, it says, "You are cordially invited to attend the Festival of Tears Gala at Black Harbor Keep. Do not allow yourself to be perceived as outsiders. Gawking at the fountains of blood is the surest way to seem like you do not belong. There is a special guest who likewise does not wish to be perceived by the party's exsanguinating attendees, who longs to share unavoidably vital information with you, namely, answers that will help you rid yourself of the radiant power that binds you to the one who calls himself Sundrinker. Do not stand me up. Best, a special guest."
Balxor will slap the note down in the middle of the table. I guess we're going out after all.
Oh, I didn't think there was any doubt that we would end up at the Black Keep or whatever they call it before this was done.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting to go right now, but I guess we're going.
Does it say right now?
Not right now, but we've been cordially invited.
When's this gala?
I'll reread the note.
It just says the Festival of Tears Gala at Black Harbor Keep. It doesn't give a time. Just says, "Don't stand me up."
Great. In that case, I will go back to the tavern owner, and then
I grab you as you start to walk towards the tavern owner because I know what you're about to do. I go, "What are you doing? Don't ask these people how to get in, how to go to the gala of the people that they are trying to rebel against." Like, I'll whisper under my breath to him. Like, are you crazy? These people want to burn that place down. And I agree with them, but you're telling me not to expose ourselves to unnecessary danger. I was just talking about picking off some random vampires. You're talking about walking up to what's probably one of the leaders of a rebellion and telling them that we want to go hobnob with who they're rebelling against.
I'm sorry, since when was information gathering a hobnobbing? We can
we could
still
go
do.
to
We
the
can
gala
still. Yeah, we can go.
without attacking it, which means you're hobnobbing in their eyes.
No, you're gathering information.
We have a contact on the inside who wants to share information with us. It's very plainly written on this note.
The note from someone who's attending that gala, and it straight up says, "Don't make a scene."
I mean, would you want to make a scene in the middle of a gala? I wouldn't want to make a scene in the middle
That's
of
not
the
the
gala.
point. The point is the note is clearly from someone. God, why can't? You know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
I will say it is possible that someone here may have seen who slipped the note. So if you want to preserve that person's, I guess, secrecy.
Oh.
We could also just ask who we've spoken to. What is this festival of, or this gala of tears going
Yeah,
on?
that's pretty
Because
much what I was
we're
gonna
new.
ask.
So if you ask where, because that's just purely a question.
Yeah, that's
don't have
what
to
I was
give
going
them
to
a-
ask. I'm not telling them, oh, we're going there. I'm telling them,
Figured.
I'm asking them, what is this? When is it?
I say if it's already somebody we've asked, they're aware we're new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Misunderstood completely.
Failed the athletics check to jump on the mat of conclusions.
Oh,
Anyway, I'll be going to ask a very simple question now, if you don't mind. I will walk away. I'll be heading upstairs, I suppose, back to the bar.
Right. Upstairs is now packed with. They look pretty disheveled folks. Like these are street people that probably do not have homes, sheltering here for the blood hour. But at the bar is Petra, and she is slinging her ale with expert speed and accuracy.
I'll try and shuffle my way up to the bar in front of wherever Petra is. And once it seems like she has like a slight break in ale slinging, I'll try and grab her attention.
Hey, how was the fight?
Well, I won. Wasn't
Oh,
expecting
good for
that.
you. Good on you.
Listen, I just heard about this thing called a Festival of Tears or something. I was wondering, like, is that in the district, like in the Crimson Heights?
Well, the Festival of Tears is going on now, like everywhere in
Oh.
Nov Ostoya. Like that's why everybody's being brought here, right?
Yeah.
So that's going on. It's ongoing. It's
And so
a few days of horrible, wretched bullshit.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
you ask?
Well, I just received some information about a certain gala that's going to be happening. I was wondering if there's any information that can glean from that. I need to know what's going on so we can avoid that kind of area. Do you know what I mean? Because I imagine when there's a gala, everything's going to congregate in that area, and we don't want to.
That's all up in the heights in the Black Harbor.
In Black Harbor, right? So what exactly is the gala?
The party. It's
Well, I mean,
a blood-sucking, subjugating party There's
Oh, great.
the fancy dancing, the dining, the hobnobbing, all that. There's street festival stuff. I think there's a circus coming in.
A circus?
Yeah.
A circus with vampires doesn't sound good, man.
Obviously.
Right, well, obviously, yeah. But that sounds especially heinous. And clowns and vampires? You want to see those in the same room? Anyway, thanks for the information.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna go talk to Petra after he's done.
Okay.
Do you have roof access to this building?
Yeah, I'll tell this. This building was built down rather than up. I mean, you can climb up. It's not high. Like, get on a crate. Why?
I just wanted a vantage point for Blood Out.
Well, these are the low streets. We're down low and we're kept low in more ways than one. There's probably some places if you wanted advantage, but they're maybe 3 stories at most.
3 stories better than 1.
True.
Point me in the right direction.
There's a building down the block, probably suit your needs.
All right. If anyone's caught out there, I'll try to get them inside.
I'd rather you not bring anybody through the front door during the blood hour. That means
Okay.
other things can get
I'll
into.
get them inside. I'll try to take them inside other places.
Whatever suits you. That door locks though when the blood hour hits.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I'll go try to get a vantage point.
I really don't want to split the party for a long scene though, so try to avoid that as much as possible. Oops. Are you the only one that's going, or what's everybody else doing?
I'll go back and tell the party. I'm like, I want to go out. I'm going to be invisible, and I'll try to get people into buildings. If none of you want to come with me, then you're cowards.
Suits
Wow,
me.
name calling. Okay. Double no. That's not how you get me to have your back.
That's not persuasion.
Don't you ever call me a coward. Ever.
Risky.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I have fought. Before you came to here, no. You don't.
Caution isn't cowardice.
We have the ability to help people right now. Abilities that probably no one else on the side of good in this town has.
Right, but if you
And
spend it
and
all
would
now,
be-
then you can't help anybody later. I'm beginning to see why you possibly passed away in the first place. Your pride fills your head.
What you say might be true, but you're wasting that power.
We could do both.
We could not do both. Not if we die in the first part.
If we die in these streets, then we're definitely not going to help anyone later on either.
Different approaches give different results. I would rather spend my effort on an approach that would, I don't know, have a greater result with a much less risk. And do you know what all that would take? A little bit of information. All we need is
All
a
that
little
would
bit of
take
information.
is letting innocent people die. That's what it would take. When you
Patience.
boil it down to it.
You can't save
Patience.
everyone. You
We can save a
cannot
handful of people
everyone.
right now.
No,
Oh my
but
God.
it's at the end of the day, it could spoil saving the larger picture. All you're looking at is what you can do right at this moment. Well, unfortunately, I
No,
hate to
I'm
break
looking
it
at
to
both.
you metalhead, but you cannot,
I'm the metalhead.
yes, as you called me a coward, but you cannot just rush into every situation and expect to be able to save everybody. Unfortunately, people die. You can't save everybody.
How many people do you think you're going to save if you go out there?
If it's one, it was worth it.
Wow. You're an imbecile. You could save hundreds.
I'll do both.
Oh, I don't think you will.
There's a problem if we all go. And that problem is me. I don't think we'll have the chance to save hundreds if our hand is tipped so early. I don't have the luxury of being invisible.
I can make you invisible, actually. If you're the one that needs to really be hidden, I could definitely do that.
Why can you not just take no from somebody for an answer?
I take no from you people all the time. I've stood by when I could have done things. This is an... Maybe you're not a coward, Hassa, but you're selfish.
No,
and,
I'm
and
trying to
Balxor.
make sure that my friends don't die. That is what I'm trying to do.
Your
And if we go out
friends
there,
signed up for this. You need to stop acting like you're their holy protector. Every one of us put our
Signed up for this? Who signed up for what?
to be what we are.
And what
I
are
did
we?
not.
What are we?
What are you talking about? You all dove into some sort of crypt to fight some lich. What are you talking about? You didn't
We
sign up
didn't
for
dive into a
this.
crypt to fight some fucking lich. We dove into a crypt to get one fucking artifact out of it. A fucking artifact.
What did you think was going to be in that crypt?
Dead things that shouldn't be fucking alive. What do you think I am? Some kind of fucking suicidal
There are no
maniac?
crypts in this land that have dead things that shouldn't be alive in them. They're all dead things that are alive again for some reason. Everywhere we go, and you know that.
I know that now, don't I?
so
We're one of those fucking things now.
saving one person out there from a vampire is worth potentially messing up saving a city. As long as
We're
you can do
gonna
something
do
now. Is that correct? No.
both.
You
Oh my
don't
God.
count your chickens before they hatch, sir. That's not how this works. You don't get to assume
Well,
that you're
I'm
going to save the world.
try.
That's called overconfidence, and you died the first time for a reason.
You say that again, and I swear to God, I'm gonna cut you in half. You stopped talking about time before you knew nothing about it.
We don't.
Maybe stop acting so bullheaded. And I wouldn't have to assume.
Maybe if more people in this world acted like me, it would be as shit as it is.
I'm pretty sure everything would just be on fire.
Pretty much on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'd be free people on fire instead of subjugated.
I feel like they'd be fighting each other more than they would be free.
Like you know anything, Balxor.
Oh, I know
saving your
quite a
own
few
neck.
things. Yeah, that's kind of how people survive. That's how most of the world survives.
Surviving isn't living. The people of this land live. They survive, just like you.
I did survive. I'm here now. I'm not oppressed. I'm perfectly
You
fine.
were given a second chance. You didn't survive. You were given a second chance by a higher power to do something, and all
I've been given
all I
2
hear out
seconds.
of your mouth, all I hear out of your mouth is how things are going to work out for Balxor.
No. How they're going to work out for all of us. Maybe not the poor souls who are out there right now, but maybe in the future we can do something about it. But not right now. We don't have the power right now. We don't have the knowledge. We don't have the arms. We don't have the people.
We definitely have the power to go out there, sneak around, and get some people into shelter instead of letting them die on the streets.
Did the troops that we lost in the main city mean nothing to you?
If we get people into shelter, we don't know that's going to happen without any witnesses, right? We don't know that. We can't know that. And anybody that shelters somebody that's taken off the street during that hour will probably be marked. So that's just going to endanger whatever residents, whatever people that harbor these individuals. So
You'd be doing more harm than good.
we need
People
I want to
constantly
save
come up
people.
with excuses not to do the right thing. You constantly come up with excuses not
there's
to do
not
the
an
right
excuse. There's not an excuse. It's wanting to do it strategically. It's wanting to think
Well,
about
let's go
something.
do it strategically.
Can you think of a way to do it strategically? Because I cannot. I cannot. We're not a stealthy Look at us, man. We're not stealthy people. Half of us are wearing plate armor, for God's sake.
It's a big city. You act like everything's just going to happen right there. It's probably going to be a handful of people trying to get inside, or maybe someone was too drunk to even get inside tonight, and it's going to be a couple of vampires or something that fall upon them. That's all I'm talking about dealing with.
Probably.
Possibly.
The answer there's not that's we haven't even been here a day. See
We
how
have no information.
is.
We don't know what this
We-
place is like. We don't know how many
know that
eyes
it would
and
just
ears
be
they have.
two. It could be a group of them. We don't know.
How
I'm
many
not
people do you
saying I
think
don't
are-
want to help these people. I want to help these people, but I want to help all of these people as best I can. The last city
Well,
I
you
we were
won't be
in,
able to help the people who are about to
listen,
die if you don't do anything.
I wasn't able to help a whole contingent of soldiers that did something that I asked them to do without thinking it through, and I have to live with that. All of those soldiers died.
Those soldiers died honorably in combat, doing
They
the right
did die
thing.
honorably. They died honorably, and they shouldn't have had to. I should have never asked them. Because honestly, if I had thought about it strategically instead of numerically, then I would have realized, what hope do those people have to do anything in that moment against a foe that terrifies vampires? Nothing. The
Hassa
best they
reaches
could
out
have
and
done,
puts her hand on the shoulder.
the best they could have done was to keep other people away. But they fought. They fought because I encouraged them to fight. They fought because we thought it was a good idea to have the numbers. And I was wrong.
We literally had a vision from Aurelia that said the numbers were necessary, that everybody that's there had to be there for it to work out that way. She explained the vision. She explained everyone who was going to be there.
Maybe she meant all of us and not these people. Not these people that they were just a momentary distraction.
Vision from Aurelia that said
No.
as many as we could get. That's what the vision said. That's what Liliana said.
That was not the right move. And I
Well,
want to be
you could tell the goddess will like that. I'm going to follow her lead, which is apparently go get them.
I will. I hope that I can one day. I hope that I can when the sun rises over this land once more, that I can tell her that. That's what I want. I want to help these people. But I can't, I have to think it through more than what I did before. Because I know all of their names. You understand that? Like I got the information to get all of their names. Every person that died because of a rash decision I made.
Is that going to paralyze you now?
No, don't condescend to me. Don't condescend to me. That doesn't paralyze me. It makes me be more thoughtful of the life around me. And we're asking you to do the same. Yeah, you want to help. You want to help save people. I do too. But in saving people and taking them into someone else's home, you're endangering those people.
The only way to make this land better is to get people to stand up for their own freedom. And to do that, we have to lead by example. You're right. We can't do all this ourselves.
Do it
but we need to get all these people. What you call strategic means these people don't get to see it. They don't get to see someone standing up against the darkness.
Everyone.
But others will. Plenty of others will.
They aren't.
Oh no, they aren't right now. But if you
They've
take
let us
somebody,
ha-
if you lead them into danger and they die, what are they going to see? They're going to see hopelessness. You can't give them hope and then take it away, because that will make it doubly worse.
Not everyone died in that fight. Some people saw us destroy a light hunter. Thing
Yeah,
that is feared
and others
across the
saw an
land.
entire
And
regiment of
that
friends
story is
die
gonna- And that
instantly.
story is going to spread.
Those people had families.
Those people
What do you think they have
chose to
left?
be there. If they had left, it would have been fine. But they chose to be there. You act like they're children. They were warriors, and you
They
dishonor
wouldn't
them.
have been there unless
they're
we
children.
asked. No, they wouldn't have been there unless we had asked. Okay, and
You
the fact
dishonor them with your rhetoric right now. Is what you do.
Don't
you
force your
know- you
values
can't
onto us.
Speak for them. You didn't see the look on that captain's face as she
Yeah, it
watched
did.
her. Apparently, it didn't faze you. It was an honor. It was devastation.
I understand the hurt that she felt, but she should still feel honor for her soldiers.
Honor's not the only thing. You can't save. I hate to say it, but it's I can't say it any other way to get it through to you. But you can't save everybody. That's impossible. Literally impossible. And by showing and forcing, that just makes life more difficult.
We wouldn't have saved almost anybody if I had left it your way since we got out of the underground. We were you guys weren't even going to help. What was the town? The lake town.
Lunsk.
You barely Minsk, right?
Lunsk.
Right?
The mayor and the
You barely wanted to help Riven. I've pushed you this entire time.
You're right, because I'm sorry, but your values don't. They're
don't line
rigid. They're so rigid.
What?
So
what
rigid
Maybe
to
that's
me,
why
we
your
really want to help.
country is a cesspool of darkness, and where I come from, there is hope. Maybe that's why.
What
You
do you
know.
mean we barely wanted to help? We did help those people.
I didn't want to help
Please,
the
you were
mayor.
You were going to negotiate with that monster in Lunsk if I wasn't there.
The
And you just
monster in
threw a
Lunsk.
lightning bolt.
Some of us don't have the ability to completely hide what we are. Some of us don't have that.
What do
And
you mean?
so he's saying that we wanted to negotiate with the Eglaquith.
Yes.
I did want to hear what it had to say. Yes. I wanted to know what was going on, because you know what? There could be a time where I was perceived as a monster. Where some of the rest of us would be perceived as the monsters. Maybe all they wanted was to be left alone. So, did I want to know the story? Absolutely. Because I can't afford to be so quick to throw judgment on something that looks different.
You know I didn't give a crap about how it looked. It had committed sins against that community, committed darkness on that community, and continued to oppress them. That's what I
the
care about.
community.
What?
So is it with the
Do
community?
you
They
just
had
have
polluted
no-
the waters. They had abused and misused the land. I'm sorry. I get coming. If whoever's the more evil human ultimately trumps, because that's what it feels like right now. Humanoid, and it trumps.
We're getting off of topic right now because this is an argument we've already had. My only point is that I want to go up there right now. If you won't
Feel
come with me,
free.
then I'll do it alone.
Feel free.
All right. Fine, Balxor.
I go where Sefris goes. If she chooses
I
to
go
stay
back
here,
up.
then I choose to stay here.
Staying here.
Yeah, back up. They're getting ready to shut the doors for the blood hour.
I walk out. I cast invisibility on myself once I'm on the street. Yeah, I try to find a perch. Though I understand your position as DM, though, if you want to abbreviate this in some way, I understand.
As the blood hour starts, the eternal night seems to get even darker. You get the slight red glow from the street lamps, and a light fog rolls down the street. Street empty. This portion of the neighborhood, everybody seems to have piled inside wherever they could. After a while, you hear a padding down the street. 4 creatures, bear-sized, with beady, glowy red eyes, fur that it looks almost porcupine-ish, but you can't tell if that they are actually quills or not. And almost a starfish-like lamprey type mouth. They seem to be hunting down the street. Eh, Go ahead and roll a stealth with advantage. I know you're invisible, but other things are afoot.
Oops, I gave myself disadvantage somehow.
Yeah. Hold Alt, left Alt.
What was a 15 and a 2?
So 17.
Yeah.
2 of them start sniffing at the air and kind of come.
I would
below
like
you.
to point out that I heavily prestidigitation myself to a point where I may not have much of a scent for at least a short amount.
It was a little while ago, so you have the tavern scent on you. But even they smell something here. You're not pinpointed. They're not attacking anything. They just smell something that doesn't smell like the street. Do you do anything before they move on?
I hold real still.
Eventually they move on. Otherwise, for the following hour, the street is quiet. the end of the hour, you see people start to filter back out onto the street. In the bar, everybody's just kind of shoulder to shoulder drinking, trying to forget that this hour exists.
Sorry, never should have activated.
Y'all doing?
Remembering to breathe.
Mhm.
Give me a con check, like a concentration check.
That'd be like a wisdom?
It's a con save.
Or a
It's
con save? Oh, okay.
Can I assist her since I've been reminding her to breathe?
Yeah, it's a save. It's not a skill check.
I was listen. I still gotta act. I can't. Never mind. You don't need my help. Wait.
Expert breather, Sefris is. Expert.
Yeah.
It's like I was born to it.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's only been a vampire for like a month.
It's doing pretty good.
While Aesir is gone, Sefris is clearly concerned about him being gone.
Yeah. All right. Are you okay?
I'm
That was the stupidest question I could have asked. How are you doing with everything? There we go.
easily asked, not so easily answered.
It's true.
I'm concerned.
I am too. I may not be happy with his decisions 95% of the time. Well, 99% of the time, but doesn't mean I want him to be. But I can't back him up for a bad decision.
In the larger scheme of things, I believe we want the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a call, blood hour over. If you're not buying, get out. You hear people shuffling out.
Do we want to go check the roof? Make sure he's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think you're right. I do think we all want the same thing, just different sites at getting to it.
As soon as they announced the blood hours over, Balxor was still like tapping his fingers against the table, rhythmically.
Did it get darker like it got for that hour in other places we've been? Or is that just a here thing?
It's just ambiance here. Like, it just seemed to be darker. Like, it's the environment. It wasn't supernatural. It's just kind of like how everything, how silence can be deafening. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nobody opening doors, walking around with lanterns. Like, that kind of vibe.
As soon as it seemed like things were close to being over, I head back.
The doors open, you're able to get in. Well, you have to push past a bunch of people coming out, but you're able to get in.
I'll just let the people come out first. I don't need to push past.
Eventually, an opening will present itself.
Can
Is
I
there
make
only one
it
door in and out?
That you guys see, yeah. Can you make a what?
an Arcana roll on those creatures?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oops.
Their
I
noses
clicked
look
it
like
twice.
starfish moles.
Fine. Both of them are success. What do you want to know about them?
What are they commonly named for? Are they vampiric? Like is what strengths, weaknesses? You know, the basics.
Basics. Let me get to there. These are what your people call, what you call bloodhounds, but you know they're referred to as blood trackers. Magical beasts. They're created through magics and alchemy, and other various blood magics. They are, as I said, a monstrosity that usually are bonded to, or at least linked to, a vampire hunter.
A vampire that is a hunter, not someone who hunts vampires, right?
Right. A vampire that is a hunter. They are incredibly good at tracking. Their sense of tracking is both mystical and hearing and smell. Let's see. It has a way of not quite paralyzing, but of debilitating its prey so that it cannot get away. And otherwise, as far as vulnerabilities go, it's no more durable than any animal, any beast. But they are hardy. They are very hardy. That's it. Oh, they when they feed, they kind of grow like a tick.
Ew. Gross.
That's horrifying.
Especially when you think that you describe them as the size of bears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bear ticks.
Specifically, during its feeding, the blood tracker transforms from its canine-like body that's large size to a bulbous monster. Its body becomes large and growth-ridden, while its nose transforms into an enormous star-shaped appendage like that of a mole. It loses the ability to vocalize, except when it lets out an ear-splitting and ground-shaking bay when it attacks.
Murr! I know it doesn't sound like that, but that's the sound that in my head coming out of their mouth.
Murr.
Murr!
Definitely not a member of the Good Boys.
No. I would say not.
They just need some doggy treats and some scratches behind the.
Sure.
Oh, you know, maybe. How's your handle monstrosity?
Roll me a monstrosity handling check.
He's gotten some practice with this group. Oh.
Damn.
Hey. Damn. Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Woo.
Also self-pwn, yes, but you're not. You're a vampire. Is that? If anything, you'd be more like an insect because mosquito.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
not how that works.
Maybe. I don't listen. Don't judge my brain logic. It jumps how it pleases.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
We're probably going out to find Aesir and make sure he's okay as he's coming in.
Yeah. You guys kind of cross paths at the door.
Glad you made it back in one piece.
To bring back the sun. I'm sick of darkness.
Me too. See anything interesting out there?
You could say
She'll nod. Turn around and go back to where the rest of the group is.
I thought everybody was heading towards the door.
Oh, that's
Nope.
my bad. I thought it was just me and Hassa.
Guy imaginary affairs sounds like
Balxor is still waiting by the table, tapping his fingers.
Why are you tapping your finger?
I'm waiting. And bored.
So you wanted to go out there?
No. Doesn't mean I can't be bored in here, though.
Fair.
Booze is cool and all, but it doesn't satiate my brain.
Um,
So, what we do?
I'm apparently waiting for Aesir to find his stuff.
I ran back into you guys. Yeah, I follow Sefris back.
No, I'm just following suit.
As you guys are walking over, Balxor like raises his head up from the table and say, you're back. Did you save anybody then, or did you just piss your pants by the entrance?
From what you know of me, do you think I pissed my pants by the end?
Unlikely, but it might have happened. Either way, we'd never
Well,
know. You just press the
if I-
digi watch yourself, wouldn't you?
I was just about to say that. I mean, I don't even need to go to the bathroom anymore. I just go to the head. I just wipe my pants, clean it up.
Suppose that's one way of doing it. But where do you reckon that stuff goes?
Obviously, I don't do that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I assumed it was a joke, but like, where do you think it actually goes?
I think it's discorporated into arcane energy.
So, like, when you cast
Universe
magic,
juice.
magic, you're just casting shit and piss.
Could be.
Mm.
Could be.
So, did you find anybody to save, or was it empty?
I don't really want to talk about what happened out there.
Suit yourself.
Are we all prepared to go to the gala, or do we need to rest up? I don't know. I mean, this festival doesn't seem like it really ends.
I imagine the gala has a specific time and we'll obviously place.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna have to go there. Like, there's no way we can pass up this information.
Do we want to see if we can rest up and then get a passage to that area as soon as Petra can arrange it?
Have all of you lived in Ostoya your whole lives?
Nope.
No.
No.
Where are you from?
Hold on, I have to look
Where are
up
each of you from?
biography. I was from the Barak Empire. Barak. I can't roll my
Well-
R's, you know this. You just want me to sound like a dying Chewbacca.
Barak.
Ah, can't roll my R. I just phlegm. That's all I can
I'm
do.
also from the Barak Empire.
Yeah.
I was born in the east of Northernland.
I was not born on this realm.
Oh, I figured you were like reborn here or something and discovering your heritage. You actually, okay.
Lily's like, I'm from Void.
Did Lily come with us through the sewers?
Yep. She's been here the whole time.
I thought she broke off from us. You had mentioned that she was
Nope.
breaking.
She
up.
said
Okay.
she was going to once inside the city.
Yeah, I just. Okay.
She just hasn't yet. She's just been quiet as a mouse in the corner. Very uncomfortable.
I bet. Good lord. Poor girl.
We're giving her childhood trauma.
Yep.
I'm just living in this
Our
world gave her trauma.
She watched me grab poop.
and not just grab it. You analyze that shit. Like you looked at it closely. You smelled
squishy
it.
fingered.
You rubbed it around in your palm a little bit to thin it out to see what kind of food was.
This one's very fatty.
We all stood there and watched you, and just wide-eyed, like, what the fuck is he doing? But none of us wanted to interrupt.
Balxor was preparing for the stink palm of all stink palms.
Oh man. Where's the
No.
chocolate covered pretzels?
No.
Stop.
Oh no, I gotta rewatch Mallrats.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna take my leave now. I will meet up with you guys later.
You want to meet back here? Or
Sure. It's a common place. We all know where it is.
all right.
Will you be okay?
Oh, I'll be fine. If I'm not doing my thing, people don't usually notice me too much.
Well, don't
Be
get
careful.
caught by no vampies now. All right.
I'll do my best. She sneaks away.
Good luck.
I'm sure she'll do fine. We forgot about her for like the entire episode. So. Oh my god.
She is great at blending in.
Right?
Just imagine this little blonde woman, like, really super awkward looking, like, I don't really know these people.
I get the feeling that this is a land, or just that just they don't have just adventurers rolling through all the time, like in regular D&D. So like we would probably be pretty odd.
Well, most
Yeah, sounds about right.
like big cities, sure, there's adventurers. Even like depends on your D&D setting, but most of the settings, like your typical everyday town, doesn't have adventurers going through every day. But Pathfinder is the place, like Glorian is where there's adventures everywhere. So there's, unless it's some big hub, adventurers aren't necessarily common occurrence in most places.
So I guess we go to the docks, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got to not stand out, so what the hell do you wear to a gala?
Not stand out. Me.
No, we're not going to the docks. We're going to a keep.
Well, yeah, but it's by the docks.
Let's find out when it is. We might have time to go to this estate and find the people we're trying to smuggle beforehand. I have a feeling that whenever we go to this gala, afterwards we're not going to be able to get much done here.
You get a message where it says, complete all side quests before continuing.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you go in here, you can't go back. Do you want to continue?
What?
I'll go ahead and say that. I'll go ahead and say that is the case.
Yeah. Look, let's see what we can get done first, and then
go to the gala. Yeah, I agree.
Are there
Yeah.
We
shops
did
in
make
the
a
Crimson
promise.
Heights? There's shops in the Crimson Heights, lots of clothes and stuff you can get. Petra says as she sets down drinks. If you're trying not to stick out, that's what I'd do.
What's
I
this
have to ask you a
collection that
question.
you want us to do? Oh, sorry.
Tetra, will I stand out regardless of what I wear?
What you wear will make you stand out more than anything else.
Okay, so me being a half orc isn't going to make a difference at a place like that.
Why do you
It's
think
not
that
gonna-
your species is rare? You brought this up before.
It's more that around here I've noticed that there's a very there can be a very bad social stigma against my people in upper crust settings. So
Maybe in Burak, but hey, here, everybody's equally fucked.
well, that's good to know that we're all equally fucked. All right, good to know. I can yep.
What about you're interested in the collections? What else are you trying to get? You already have a way in the Heights. You already paid for somebody getting smuggled.
I just wanted to hear the job. Maybe we could get it done. I mean, we're not going to go like strong arm some poor people for you, but like.
Oh well, then you don't want the collections.
Okay, fair enough. It's not orphans, is it?
Literally, she doesn't say this. She just kind of like shrugs. Literally, it says, pick up an outstanding 50 gold piece fee for protection money from Ashway Orphanage.
No.
Oh no.
Right
No. You're
Straight up.
kidding.
I saw the orphanage on the map, and I was just like, I bet you it's that. I bet you it's
my-
fucking that.
Oh
No,
my
obviously.
god. We are not doing this job.
Nope.
Hell no.
Wow.
Like I told her, I didn't want to help her run her mafia.
Yeah, even in Balxor's book, strong arm in an orphanage, it's not on the table.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
50 gold from an orphanage?
50 gold
They
from
probably
an
don't see that in a
orphanage.
year. Holy cow. That's some expensive protection money, too.
They've been
Why
putting
are-
those
why
toys
is-
to work or
they better
something.
fight vampires for that much. I'd fight vampires for that much.
Why?
What was
How,
it?
is,
Jeep
how
the
much?
vampire? I'd take that. If they were paying us that, I'd go out and fight the vampires.
I offered you that in Ribbon. You were like,
guys
nah.
are
He
actually-
really
you guys are-
did.
You really did. Just remember, you guys
Circumstances.
are actually having this conversation because she
Yeah.
didn't
I
say
know.
it. She just shrugged.
I know.
Circumstances
share
are different
that.
back then.
I couldn't keep that inside. That was too good.
Are you an orphanage?
Wow.
Like, oh, these guys want to overthrow the vampires? Yeah, I'm into that. Oh, they're also just bad people. Great. Welcome to Ostoya.
I mean, I know Ostoya, real world.
Yep.
But like, come on.
Yep.
Are we able to see that it's an orphanage that they're holding up? Like,
You
do
don't
No,
we
he,
you don't
he already
know.
said we don't know that.
You don't know
okay.
any of it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no.
We never had this conversation. Okay.
I just brought it up because there's literally an orphanage on the map, and I thought it would be funny if the plan was to strong an orphanage, and then he was like,
It-
yeah,
And it was the plan, and it was funny.
It was. Sorry. I was like, can I? Because I want to deal with this like right now. Okay, I'm done.
All right. So you guys got your way into the Crimson Heights. You got some idea of what you want to do once you get there. So, if that is all, ...
Yeah, for me, I think that's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have anything else I really can think of that I want to go over.
We will end the game as you guys approach the gates into the Crimson Heights. You guys will level to level 10.
Oh.
What?
As this is milestone XP. And you gain a level upon entering Crimson Heights. And then
Like, seriously,
next-
guys, we got this. Let's just roll this place.
In next session, we will pick up in the Crimson Heights, in the heart of Nov Ostoya's elite. You know, do a little shopping trip, hobnob a little, smuggle some people out so they don't get eaten. The usual.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta take
Normal
Hassa
day.
to the salon.
Yay!
Oh my god,
no.
let's do it. Can we have a makeover scene transition?
Yeah.
She's a lady.
For-
I'm for the next 2 weeks. I'm looking up half orcs and dresses.
Yep.
Oh man.
Fine.
Yup.
Next
Hassa art.
episode is the rom-com, everybody.
Perfection. I'm about this. I'm here for this. Anyway.
Where
that's
Aesir
next
looks
time.
exasperated with all of us, but he's secretly like down for getting a pedicure.
Robes, dresses, they're not so different.
No.
As long as
So-
there's meat involved.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'll be next episode here on Beards and Battle Axes. If you enjoy the content, please like, comment, ask us about our characters, about the story, about all this stuff, and we'll definitely engage with you. That's awesome. Check out our streamed D&D sessions and other tabletop game sessions over on the Beards and Battle Axes Twitch. Give that a follow, sub there if you're enjoying the content as well. And you can also catch those episodes after they air over here on YouTube. So, until next time, I hope you get to play lots of D&D and have a good one. And we will see you later. Bye.